A narrow street at night. One apartment light glows. The neighbor's silence feels like its own presence. I first noticed him months ago, carrying groceries and avoiding small talk. He never spoke on the stairs. Neighbors formed quiet theories in the laundry room. Most stories were careful, soft, and mostly untrue. Small habits gave clues. A trash bag left at the door, a newspaper folded, a light turned off early. Why did he choose silence each evening? No grand drama, just a steady refusal of small talk and greetings. Once I saw his shadow watering a neighbor's plant at midnight. He left before anyone noticed. At night the building listens. Pipes whisper, radiators sigh. His silence counts as another muted sound. A child waved to his window one afternoon. The gesture hung in the air. He didn't wave back. We debated whether he was unkind or simply private. Our imaginations filled in comfortable explanations. I considered knocking once. My hand stayed on the doorknob. Small politeness felt heavy and intrusive. Late one night, I heard a muffled cry through thin walls. It stopped before I knew what to do. Rumors painted him as distant, but his apartment window showed neat curtains and a careful lamp placement. Someone slipped a note under his door once. The paper sat there, folded, unanswered for days. Mornings smelled faintly of coffee from his flat. The scent spoke of small rituals kept private. A cat jumped onto his sill sometimes. It watched the street while he remained invisible inside. Once, the building manager mentioned a past accident in his life. No details, just a pause and a sigh. Do we owe him curiosity or distance? The question divided people over coffee and evening garbage. I saw him carrying a bundle of books one afternoon. He moved carefully, as if guarding chapters nobody read. His mailbox was tidy, stamps aligned. It suggested someone who maintained order in private ways. Once he sat on the building's stoop at midnight. He stared at the sky without saying anything. His hands, visible when he opened the door, were marked by small work scars and careful movements. A neighbor offered a slice of cake one afternoon. He accepted with a faint, private smile and no words. At the building meeting about safety, his seat stayed empty. Absence became another kind of statement. Children invented superhero tales about him. He became quiet guardian in their whispered bedtime adventures. I imagined his evenings like chapters closed carefully. Each night he seemed to rehearse silence like a ritual. Once I heard a soft hum through the wall. It was brief, private, and oddly comforting. I left a postcard on his door, blank, except for my name. It stayed there, untouched, for weeks. He returned a lost scarf one morning, placing it at the building entrance without knocking. Fresh snow revealed his nightly path. Small footprints led to the mailbox and back, solitary and measured. I took a photograph of his window at dawn. The frame captured light, curtain, and an unspoken pause. Neighbors mentioned different stories from years past. Who he had been before remained largely unknowable. I rehearsed conversations in my head. None of them ever reached his door or his quiet apartment. I noticed a pair of mismatched socks in the communal laundry basket. They hinted at someone ordinary and unremarkable. His silence taught me about my own. I realized how often I mistook solitude for something else. We had filled the gaps with gossip, kindness, and speculation. Each response revealed more about us than him. What if his silence was a form of care? A choice to protect others from his private storms. Silence can be communication. It can mark grief, boundaries, or simply the need to exist without commentary. The key is to listen without demanding answers. People sometimes speak through habits rather than words. On some nights I still see his light and feel a quiet companionship across muted walls. If a neighbor sits silently tonight, consider leaving a small, warm gesture. No questions, just a quiet hello.